Hey there, everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly live show. It is Thursday, and this is my day of giving back to the community and sharing everything that I know to be true. And we have an amazing topic today. So, today we're really talking about this whole concept of there are already so many people that do what I do, right? In some way, shape, or form, every one of us is a consultant. Every one of us has some sort of business or hoping to grow some sort of business. And quite frankly, there's not a whole lot of separation sometimes in between all of them, right? I help people to create training programs, and so do hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of other people, right? Maybe you're a business coach, maybe you're a mindset coach, maybe you work with money, right? There's so many amazing people in here. And what I hear from a lot of you and what I hear from my clients and what I know I experienced myself in running my business is this whole idea that there's so many people that already do what I do and that I'm actually not really sure how to separate myself. And because this has come up so many times and because this is something that I've been personally working on so hard in my own business, I wanted to make this the focus for today's topic. So buckle in and get ready because I have two things that I really want to bring to you. One is I have a favorite strategy that I have used and developed and perfected that has really helped me to elevate my own performance mindset, which made a big difference. And then secondly, I want to actually give you a tangible and actionable go-to item that you can go back out into the world literally today if you want and start to make the impact that you want to see the impact to have. So that's what we have in store for you. If this is for you, I am so happy that you are here today. Please feel free to drop me a message. Let me know who's with me. Are you live? Are you catching it on the replay? And if we haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, we've had so many people joining the group. I'm so happy to meet you. I am Susan Gaddy. I did start this community based off of the formula that I have spent over 20 years of my life creating. And what's actually kind of funny about that, this might be true for a lot of you, I actually didn't even know I was creating it. It's one of those things that it's like this culmination effect of so many years of different works, different experiences, different personal growth. And it is the thing that has become the biggest game changer in my business, which is my transformational training formula. And so this place here, this community here is for anyone that has something truly unique in the world that they know creates massive change for people. And that training becomes like the big vehicle to share that with even more people. But not every type of training is the right type of training. And that's what this is all about all the time. So if we haven't had a chance to meet yet, please tell me hello. Please introduce yourself in the group. One of my big visions around this group is that people will come here and find partnerships, that people will come here and do business with one another, that people will come here and make, great relationships. I cannot tell you how many business owners I've met in my journey that have truly enhanced the quality of my life. And if I heard that happened in this community, I would be over the moon. So without any further ado, I guess is the best way to say it, let's just get right into it, okay? So if you're feeling like you are struggling to separate yourself from the pack, then this could be an indication that there is some internal work that you need to do first. We always say it's mindset before mechanics, right? So your internal belief system will only allow you to take so much action. So action is the thing that gets results, right? So we want to give you strategies and tools that put you into action that will enable you to make the change. But if there's something, an internal structure, a belief, a series of thoughts, however you want to describe it, that are blocking that, right? The actions you take will be not as good as they could be. There'll be that stop start, right? You'll take a bunch of action and then you'll slide back. Like that's all indication that you're fighting against yourself. And we want to, like what I say is unkink the hose, right? So how do we unkink the hose and how do we get you moving quicker? And if you're finding that you are thinking a lot or even occasionally like am I really that special? That's almost what it comes down to. And in my own personal journey, when I looked at what was sort of causing some of this, I have to tell you, I felt like I grew up in sort of, a very nondescript family, right? I have, my mom was a school teacher. My father was I'm sorry, wrong way around. My mother is the nurse. My father is the school teacher. Two brothers. We lived in a nice middle class home. We went to school. I went to college, but I didn't go to a fancy college. I actually went to community college first, and then I graduated from a state school. Like, as I was like looking around, okay, and comparing myself to other people, I was like, honestly, there's nothing that special about me. How can I stand out? How can I be the one? How can I be the most credible person if that statement is true? And so I share that with you because that might not be your story, but if you're struggling with being like helping to be more yourself become even more credible, you probably have some sort of story that you need to actually go uncover. And the best way that we found to help our clients, and again, like if you said to me, what makes you so credible, what makes people choose you to help them create their signature training program versus anybody else, right? It's this performance mindset. It's uncovering the things that are actually blocking your performance, right? And then figuring out how to make those changes. So one of the things that we teach in all of our programs and with all of our clients that we work with is journaling, meditation, whatever form of conversation that you like to have that enables you to just go a little bit deeper into your own self. So I'll give you one of the ones that seem to work very well for me and seem to work very well for my clients. And sometimes they call it 5 levels, sometimes they call it 7 levels. This certainly isn't anything that I've created that's revolutionary. It's just things that I've enhanced that I've learned along the way. But it starts like this. Okay, so if I don't feel like I am standing out in the crowd, why don't I feel that way? And get your answer. And why do I feel that way? And get your answer. And why do I feel that way? And get your answer. And quite frankly, you have to get to at least 5 whys. Some people say all the way to 7. To actually uncover what like the thorn is, right? There's always like when you think of the Princess and the Pea, right? She had all those mattresses. That the biggest problem was that little thing hanging out right underneath that very bottom mattress. That's how you get there, right? That's how you get there. So just keep asking, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? And here's the other thing that we have to teach people all the time is to be so kind to yourself, right? To be so kind to yourself. There's all kinds of reasons for why this has happened to you. They're generally not your fault, right? But you do have the power and you do have the ability to change it. I listened to this podcast the other day. I thought this statement was so profound, but I always knew the phrase, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, right? It's like the reason people stay places. But the addition to that is the devil you don't know is the worst devil at all. So uncovering these things that are just inherently in you that are actually ruling your life and wreaking all the havoc is the kindest thing you could ever do for yourself, right? And then you get into the process of healing, which we really can't get into here, but part of what we really bring to the table and what makes our programs transformational. Right? We're giving you some clues, right? One of our secret sauce is helping people to elevate their performance mindset. How do you do that? Unkink the damn hose, right? Unkink the hose, and our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, they are all tied and they are often the bottleneck. So start with you first. Always start with you first. Unkink the hose so that you can take more action as often as possible. And here's the action that I want you to take. So this is the second half of what I promised to bring for you, the go do, right? So there's the understand and then there's the go do. The go do is this. If you are not 1,000% clear about how it is or what it is that you do that's so different than everyone else, there's no possible way you can communicate that. That's what's causing the breakdown online, right? So you need to be able to talk about, share, show proof of, tell stories about, give tips on what is so unique about you. That is what attracts people and pulls them in. And I'll give you my example is, for me, again, there's thousands of people, like there's thousands of people that do what I do. What's different about what I do is our focus on the performance mindset and our ability to keep people in action, removing barriers, removing roadblocks, right? So I focus on the fact that our training gets bigger results, creates bigger impact, and ultimately that produces more revenue for you. So how did I get crystal clear on this? I actually went to the people that know me and love me the most and got their perspective. So that's the activity, that's the takeaway. Go do more research. Call your past clients, call your previous clients, call friends, call work acquaintances, and simply ask the question, what do you think about me was so unique? What helped you the most? What did I do that you liked? What made the big difference for you, right? Collect that information so that you can narrow down and really dig deep about what is your differentiator, right? Most of the people that I think are attracted to this group or end up working with me in some capacity, or end up becoming business partners, referral partners, friends, right? It's because at our core, we know something that other people don't know, and that we are now called to make change in the world, right? That we want to disrupt what's happening, that's the typical normal piece, and introduce something new. So go find what it is that you do from other people's perspective and help to use that on your clarity. So I hope that you found this weekly live session super, super helpful. 2 things you can do to help go ahead and increase your credibility. One is it's always an internal game first. Where are you blocked? Where's the kink in the hose? What's the story, right? Find the story. There's always a story. And then, there's a whole process around letting that story go. And then number 2, it's a client research is probably the number one thing that I help people do when they start working with me. We almost never do enough client research that we fully understand the complete story and the complete picture. So if this has been helpful to you in any way, please, can I ask a favor? Would you just share a couple of comments in the chat with me? Because this helps me know that I'm actually bringing things that are valuable to you and add meaning. And I would ask you to share it with someone else. So if you took anything away from this session today that helped you, even in the smallest of ways, it would be an unbelievable honor if you shared this. If you did a quote card and quoted me, if you went onto my Instagram page, Susan Gaddy at MXID, onto my LinkedIn page and gave me a little thumbs up, those are the things that help you grow your credibility. They help me grow my credibility. And together we can all win. So have an amazing afternoon. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. And if you haven't heard the news, we are actually getting ready to host for the last time this year, our famous 3 simple steps to scale your consulting business with a signature training program. Again, this is my jammy jam in the world. No one creates better signature training programs that get your clients gigantic results and are guaranteed to increase the revenue in your business without sacrificing yourself, your family time, or anything else that's important to you. So join us right here in the community. Starts November 4th. The videos will automatically be live for you, but if you register, you do get a couple of bonuses. So the workbook is amazing. I'm going to do a session on that later. You'll get to see it. And then, of course, we also have the giveaway this time. And the giveaway this time is that I'm going to be doing some drawings for those that are joining live and are doing the homework, because that shows me that you really want to make this happen. We're going to actually be giving away, which this is one of the most valued services in my business, my genius and my expertise in helping you to revisit a piece of content so that we can skyrocket the level of result that you're providing. So I look forward to sharing that, to working with all of you, and I will see you all again right here next Thursday.